Today, a real-life military drama played out, and Colonel was there. So he's going to join us right now and talk a little bit about what happened. Let's start, though, with a little background. Stuart Scheller facing a court-martial for going on a blistering social media tirade over President Biden and the military's handling of the Afghanistan withdrawal. This morning, Scheller pled guilty to violating military law. Now, let's bring in our friend to talk more about this. He testified in today's hearing, Lieutenant Colonel Tony Shaffer. So, Colonel, was it, take us inside, was it anything like that scene from A Few Good Men?
Yeah, no, although the prosecutors were protesting to a lot of the things I was saying, it wasn't quite that dramatic. I didn't have that amount of drama. What happened, Joe, today was simply Stu Scheller walked in. His team allowed him to plead guilty. He stood up and said, look, I said what I said. These are the things that I plead guilty to, but there's a reason why. And that's why I was there, because the reason why he disrespected the chain of command, the reason he posted all this is because what I believe is a legitimate calling out of his chain of command for a series of material failures to protect the troops, failures to adopt and use the right tactics. As a subject matter expert, I wrote a book on Afghanistan. I know most of the players involved. I was there to basically validate the justification for what Stu said he was trying to draw attention to, which he did inartfully, but he did take responsibility for.
How did you defend that?
I defended it by the fact that I, as a whistleblower myself, have said things which would really upset people, and at the same time, that were necessary to be said to draw attention to the issue. You might recall, Joe, they destroyed the first 10,000 copies of my book, Operation Dark Heart, because they didn't like what I had to say. Same thing here. The Marine Corps, the leadership is trying to bury this. I think my job there was to help validate the fact that while he didn't say it the proper way, what he said is valid, and no one else, and I actually said this under oath on the stand, no one else except Stu Scheller has been held accountable for anything that went wrong in Afghanistan.
Wow. How did that go over?
It was interesting. The fact is that they allowed me to say it. There was no response. As a matter of fact, the judge even said that no one can dispute the factual content of the allegations that Colonel Scheller has made against the chain of command. I think that's significant. So my job was to essentially say, yes, while he said what he said, maybe it was incorrect. He's willing to stand up and take accountability for it. Joe, no one else has been willing to stand up and take accountability for their actions in that failure.
Where do you think that accountability falls in the end? Because that's really the only question right now, Colonel, isn't it? What does he get? He's looking for an honorable discharge, correct?
Yeah, so we don't know. The judge, last time I checked, I literally just drove back from Lejeune to my home here in Chowan County. We don't know what's going to come out of it. But I do know that his legal team has presented the facts as they are. And again, the most important thing, Joe, in my judgment, is Colonel Scheller stood up and said, absolutely, I take responsibilities for my actions. I expect my superiors to take responsibility for their actions, and that's where it's at right now.
Powerful. Well, thanks for taking us inside the courtroom. You should have said, you can't handle the truth.
Oh, Joe, we wouldn't be talking now. I'd be in the brig right now.
I'm sure. Lieutenant Colonel Tony Shaffer, it's always good to see you. Thanks, my friend.